So welcome back to another video in this series on me formatting different aspects of the thesis. Today's video is going to be on formatting the bibliography. So what's going to be in this video? Well, look, we're going to show you how to alphabetize your references. I'm going to show you what to do when your references have a grey box around them. Typically, if you're importing your references from EndNote or Zotero or Mendeley, this grey box phenomenon where you click on one of the references and the whole page turns grey and won't let you edit them. I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. I'm going to show you how to indent your bibliography and reference list. Then I'm going to show you different style guides for spacing, font and indenting of bibliography reference list. I'm going to show you how to bulk change et al to italics. So if you have 400 et al references, I'm going to show you how to basically turn them all into italics or get rid of the italics part of it. And then in doing all this, I'm going to refer to the most common reference mistakes in terms of format and style. And in any of the exercises here, I'll be making reference to this, okay? So don't be worried about any of that sort of stuff. Now, as promised, here we have a list of things we're going to be looking at today. So in order to start off, we need to grab ourselves some references. So we'll go down here. We'll go into our old favorite. I'm just going to minimize myself here. Chat GPT, very good for if you want to get yourself any exercises, any sort of material you want for any examples or things like that, things of that nature. Just be very careful because what it gives you isn't always correct. But for the purpose of this, it'll do. So provide me with a reference list. Well, thank you very much. It did nothing. Please give me a bibliography. Academic. Here we go. Okay, this is perfect because it's not in alphabetical order. Let me just increase that there. Give me 15. Super, right. Wait for that to load. Most of these are not real. Most of them are jumbled versions of them, so just be very careful. Now, we're going to grab this. We're going to go into our file here, and what we're going to do is go on to the next page. So I use dark mode, so I got to get rid of those things there. Okay, and then we'll actually kill the formatting. Don't worry about what I'm doing, I'll explain that in another video. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to look at the bibliography. Okay, so what we have here is a list of references. So the first thing I said I would do is show you how to alphabetize your references. So what you basically do is select them all. So we can see here Smith, Johnson, Garcia. It's not in alphabetical order. So we'll highlight all of them. So get them all highlighted like that, okay? Then you want to come up here to this button here. This button here that says AZ and then there's an arrow down. Depending on what version of Word you're using, there's going to be a few different variations on what that looks like, but it will always have A to Z and an arrow of some description. So you want to hit that. Automatically it'll arrange it according to paragraphs, so that's exactly what you want. And then just press OK. Now look, B, C, G, J, K, L. And just to give you a look at what it looked like beforehand. And now it looks like now. So that's a very quick way of doing alphabetical order. There are some issues with it though. It won't always, let's say you're doing some formatting. So let's say these inverted commas are missing and you delete them. When you go to put that in alphabetical order, it'll stick them back in. So just be careful that whenever you're doing the alphabetical order thing, that you do it at the very, very start, the initial part of the formatting. Because otherwise it will remove any work you have done on it. Not all the time, but it's consistent and inconsistent enough that I'd be willing to say that the best time to do it is before you start doing any sort of edits or corrections on these. So that's basically how to do the A to Z of your reference list. So we can click that one off the box. Now, what to do when your references have a grey box around them and won't let you edit and format them. This is a hangover from anyone who's importing the references from Zotero or EndNote or Mendeley. When you click on it, it'll have this box around it. It won't look exactly like this, but it looks something like this when you click on the whole thing. And it really won't let you do anything with it. You're kind of thinking to yourself, Jesus, what do I do here? This is, you know, it's not letting me do it. So all you do is you grab them here like this, okay? Let me just remove that box around. Let's just pretend the box is around it. You basically just copied it, so Control and C to copy. Then you want to go into open up an email in Gmail, okay? And then you just copy and you paste into it. Now, what that does is it removes any sort of formatting on it that it drags from those referencing software. Once you have that in here, and you just copy and paste it again, and you just return back to the original document, and you just paste it. Now, what that does is it removes the grey box around it, and you can now edit them, and more importantly, you can now put it into alphabetical order. So a lot of people say to me, it's not letting me do the alphabetical order thing, but it's because there's a grey box around it. And when you click one reference, the whole thing highlights. So the best way to get rid of the highlighting part of it is to copy the whole thing, paste it into your email, copy it again, and then paste it back into the document, and that'll get rid of all that for you. So now we just cross off that. Now, indenting your bibliography reference list. Well, we were kind of doing that anyway, but let's just have a quick look again, because a few people don't understand it. So just highlight what you have here, and then you're going to look at this little ruler. Now, when you copy it back from the email, it's going to indent automatically. So you just want to bring that back to 0, essentially. Now, you're going to notice that there's two of these things. It's still very finicky. Microsoft Word can't remove the finickiness of it. There's times where you're grabbing this and it's dragging like so. Look, it's dragging the whole thing across. You want to just really just make sure you find the sweet spot, which is just here on the tip of it, and then you want to drag it all the way across. So you're dragging it to 1.5 or 2. You don't want to go too far, but I say 2 is usually the best thing, because you skip any sort of long words that may go on to the next line. So always go for 2 if you can. And that's how you do the indent on that. So let's just cross that over, or cross it out even. Now, style guide for spacing, font, indenting, all that sort of stuff. You will get formatting guidelines with your thesis from the college. It'll say it has to be single space, double space, 1.5 spacing, it has to be in Arial, Times New Roman, font size 11, font size 12. Some even stipulate that they don't want the indent, so you just leave it like that. And then all you're doing here is you're going up and down to the sizes, and to do the spacing then, there's a shortcut for it, which is to press the Control button and then press 1 for single spacing, 5 for 1.5 spacing, and then 2 for double spacing. So I've been using the shortcut for such a long time that I've actually forgotten what the button is for that. I think it's this one. Yeah, there it is there. So it's just this button here with the arrow going up and the arrow going down. So generally you're going to see single spacing. Now, people say to me, so this is the spacing. So this is left, center, right, and then this is the justified. So whenever you see the guidelines say we want it justified, you just press this button, and now look, it'll give you the nice straight edges on each side. There is a problem with this, however, and let me just go back into our good friend ChatGPT and just say, what can we say? Give me, it's a robot, so you can talk a little bit sort of direct with it. Give me the same list, but provide me with online links URLs and DOIs. Okay, it's doing some of it for me. No, it's not doing everything I want though. Okay. Forget the DOIs. Just give me the links. Just give me the web links. Okay, enough of your messing now. Come on, come on AI, give me some good stuff. Okay, it's giving me the links in the thing. Not good. Don't shorten the link. So you're getting a bit of a sort of a lesson here on how to use Chat GPT. I will have a video coming up on that, but for now we're just trying to get it to work with me. Now look, perfect, okay? And this is the thing about Chat GPT. You gotta just keep prompting it and keep refining it. But unless you're an expert on it, or unless you know what you're looking for, or know what it shouldn't be, it's gonna cause a lot of problems for you. So that should be enough there, okay? So let me just grab these 10 here. Now Schmidt has lost the S out of his name there for the moment. So let's just get rid of this. Let's pop in our new ones, okay? So I gotta take off dark mode first. Let me just put in the LS there for Schmidt. You want to kill that. This is the kill, well, we'll call it the kill button. This is the unformat button. And it basically, for want of a better word, kills all the formatting on the document. So if you copy something from somewhere else and it has a lot of code, a lot of its own particular style, and you're saying, do you know what, I want to start from scratch, that's your friend there. This button will do all that sort of stuff. So first of all, let's put it into 1.5 spacing, so Control and 5. Let's justify it. Well, first of all, let's put it into alphabetical order. Now, let's justify it. This may not work perfectly. No, it works perfectly. Look, okay. So people come to me and they say, how do I get rid of these spaces? You can't, and the problem is this is all one word. And to make sure it's all one word, Microsoft Word starts wrapping text around it. So the best thing I would say is, and you're kind of going against the guidelines a little bit, but it does look a bit neater. Find the one that's a bit of an issue. Like this one's a bit of an issue, and just make sure it's left justified. We could kind of argue that that's a little bit higgledy-piggledy. So look, in the greater scheme of things, it's not going to be noticeable that you're not doing the justification for all of them. This is quite noticeable. So I just say, you know, just do a blend of it. But that's basically the best way to justify when you have these web links as part of it. Because if the web link wasn't there, it just corrects itself again, okay? So we can cross that off our list now. This is the cross off button. If you're ever wondering where your supervisor or examiner gets this lovely function and ability to do that, that's that button there. Now, bulk changing et al to italics. Okay, now, for that I need my good old AI companion. Hey, Chat GPT. Give me 3,000 words. Give me 3,000 words of academic material. It really is invaluable for this these type of exercises, because you can prompt it to give you what you want for these examples, and you don't have to worry about infringing on any copyright or using other people's material and getting permission. Make sure it's referenced, and make sure there are lots of et al throughout. Let's see if it does the no. Oh, kinda, okay. How many is it gonna give me? It's giving me 1 so far. 2 would be good. It has failed already. More et al. Okay, let's even give me the references. Okay, more et al. In main text. I probably could cut all this stuff out, but I'm going to leave it all in because I think it is important to see the process of how to use this software. And also the process that, like, you know, I am a human being who takes his bloody time doing everything. Now here we go, look at this, okay? So let's grab all this and grab the abstract. The purpose of what I'm trying to show you here is I just want to show you how to do the big bulk et al. Switcheroo. So let's put that into double spacing. I think we're good here. Okay, so your supervisor has basically said these should be in italics. So you're kind of saying to yourself, oh my god, I've got 5 million of these things. Okay, 1, 2, okay, look, here's a better way, right? So let's say you have 300 of these, which is quite common in a big document if you're doing a PhD. You want to go to replace. You want to go et al. You want to make sure there's a space before that and a space. Well, you want to do this twice. So the space after it will capture all the ones in the main text outside of the bracket. And then putting a comma after it will capture all. Use my finger. No one can see my finger. Going to capture all these ones here, the Garcia et al. 2018 ones, okay? So we want to capture the ones in the bracket. So we want to do et al. Here, and we want to put a space after that. Now we want to make them all italic. So we do space et al. And then we go to more, and then we go to format, font, and then we go to italic. Then we press OK on that. So we can see here font italic. And then we're going to go replace all. Now, and we can see there that all of them now have et al. So rather than going one by one, it's just doing it in bulk. So let me just undo that there. I'll just show you again. So go into replace, et al. So just make sure that it's in the format. You know, there's a space before and a space after, because that reflects the space before and space after in the brackets. Replicate that here. The only difference is you're going to font italics. So you go into format, font, and then we have here italics. And then once you press OK, and then you press replace all, look, it's done it again. Et al, et al. And you can do that with loads of different things. Just be careful if you're doing bulk changing of apostrophes and bulk changing of, you know, you want to change inverted commas to single inverted comma. I don't recommend it for that because there's loads of different variables. It could bring in apostrophes into it. There's going to be some subtle changes like participants, plural, participants, singular. So just be careful with stuff like that. Now I'm going to move myself out of the way for a minute. And that's that one. So let me get rid of that one. Now the last one I cheated. I've got nothing for that because it is a video I'm going to link to. And it is basically me talking about the 10 most common format mistakes. That's going to cover everything in your bibliography, everything in the tables and figures, table of contents, list of figures, headings, all that sort of stuff. But for now, anything to do with the bibliography, it's going to be these yokes here. And then this one here will come in another video, okay? So I think you have enough there now. As always, if you're stuck for time or you just didn't understand what I was talking about, or for whatever reason, I provide a range of services: formatting, proofreading, editing, feedback support, and the rest. I'll provide links in the description if you want to contact me for help in any capacity there.